7 of the biggest names set to leave Manchester United this summer. Some will go for free, others have asked to leave, and a few have been moved on for different reasons, which we'll cover in this video. As part of our transfer news series, here are the 7 biggest names expected to leave the club this summer. Welcome back to BePart Sports. Let's get started. Carlos Casemiro. Inter Miami have opened direct talks with Casemiro, and the first offer is already in. The American club have officially entered negotiations, showing early intent with an initial bid. But Casemiro is not short of options. He is open to a move, not just because of the offer, but also due to Inter Miami's long-term vision, along with the lifestyle appeal in Miami, which is now a key factor for top players. At the same time, the deal is under real pressure. Casemiro has other offers on the table, some from European clubs, others from the Saudi Pro League, and that raises the stakes in negotiations. So one factor now stands out: money. The final offer will decide everything. Bruno Fernandez. The future of Bruno Fernandez is now under real uncertainty, despite being a key figure at Manchester United. The story starts with a number: a £57 million release clause in his contract, according to Team Talk. A figure that changes everything, making an exit both possible and straightforward for Europe's elite clubs. But this is not just about money. Fernandez is now seriously considering a move. The reason is clear: that clause opens the door to a transfer without complicated negotiations. On the other side, Manchester United are not backing down. The club are determined to keep their captain and are moving in the opposite direction. A new deal and improved wages in an attempt to resolve the situation early. This is where things become clear. A player with a clear exit route and a club determined to keep him at any cost. So now, the decision rests with the player. Trigger the release clause and start a new chapter, or extend and remain at the center of the project. Andre Onana. The decision has been made. Manchester United do not see Andre Onana as part of their plans for next season. According to Fabrizio Romano, even the goalkeeper's return from his loan at Trabzonspor this summer will not change anything. The matter is closed from the club's side. A few weeks ago, the situation looked different. Reports suggested Onana was confident of reclaiming his starting spot at Old Trafford. But in reality, things have changed. Senne Lammens has established himself as the first-choice option. His consistency in the lineup has made the idea of Onana's return unrealistic within the current project. At the same time, the player's future remains unresolved. Trabzonspor have yet to decide whether to make the move permanent, despite earlier indications suggesting otherwise. So United's plan is now clear: find a new club for the 29-year-old goalkeeper, especially with only 2 years left on his contract. The situation is clear: a player out of the plans, and a club searching for the right solution. But where will Onana go next? The answer is up to you. Marcus Rashford. The case was closed quickly. Manchester United have rejected Barcelona's plan for Rashford. According to Sport, Barcelona tried to restructure the deal. The proposal was clear: extend the loan for another season, then make it permanent in 2027. But the response was decisive. Manchester United rejected the idea outright, without entering negotiations. On the other side, the English stance is more firm. Reports confirm the club do not want delayed solutions or structured deals. One condition stands out: €30 million. The picture is now clear. Barcelona are looking for time and financial flexibility, while United want a direct resolution. So there is no middle ground. Either a permanent deal now, or no deal, and the player is out of United's plans. Kobbie Mainoo. Napoli have reopened the Kobbie Mainoo file ahead of the summer. According to Luca Marchetti, the Manchester United midfielder remains on the radar of the Serie A champions. The reason is clear: the club are planning possible changes in midfield and are looking for ready options. But Mainoo is not the only name. João Gomes is also on the table, which shows Napoli are working on more than one option in the same position. Marchetti makes the situation clear: when you track players without completing a deal, those names remain present in every transfer window. Context matters here. Napoli have been monitoring Mainoo since last year and had already explored a move in January when he was struggling for minutes under Ruben Amorim at Manchester United. But the situation changed suddenly. Amorim's departure halted any immediate move and returned the situation to monitoring rather than negotiations. Now, everything is back to square one. No deal agreed, but ongoing interest and a delayed plan. Jadon Sancho. A return is back on the table. Borussia Dortmund are moving to bring Jadon Sancho back. The interest has not stopped. The German club are monitoring the player's situation as his Manchester United contract nears its end, while Sancho is currently on loan at Aston Villa. But the key detail is clear. Aston Villa do not plan to trigger the option to buy, which opens the door to another exit. So the move has started from the player's side. Sancho's representatives have already held talks with Dortmund over a return, which could be his third. On the other side, an administrative obstacle has emerged. Reports suggested that Sebastian Kehl's resignation could delay the deal. But the reality is different. Sky Germany report that his departure will not affect negotiations, and that talks between the two sides are continuing as normal. The situation is now clear. No intention from Villa to buy, ongoing interest from Dortmund, and talks already underway. Luke Shaw. The end is approaching. Luke Shaw's exit from Manchester United is now only a matter of time. His contract is nearing its end, and more importantly, there have been no talks over a renewal so far. That silence is not a minor detail. It is a clear signal of the club's direction. But the contrast is clear. Shaw has been performing well and has stood out in recent months under Michael Carrick. Even so, the decision is not based on current form alone. United's management are looking ahead and are already working on signing a new left-back to compete next season. That move reveals the main idea. The club do not want to risk losing him for free next year without ready replacements. So the picture is now clearer. No negotiations, alternative planning in place, and a likely exit at the end of the season. My friend, if you've made it this far, thank you. There's another video you can watch.